flashback time. Basically, if you did it correctly, you'll get your +2 in aura in this part. We got +2 light. And you get it as you spawn in like that. If you did the left 2 options, you'll get +2 dark. Not every dialogue option is like that. And like I said, it's weird to me that they made it that way for that part. I feel like they could have done things a little differently. But that one was a little tricky.
It's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Mooma knows you are here. You're such a good child, so you probably did. Even the young forget. He understands why you...
And yes, this guy is basically Elvis Molerat.
The potato people. The potato people, or NONO, are a wonder, somehow interlinked with this little tree here, fueling its source of life. You might be right. Like potatoes, they're packed with energy, an excellent source of ki. The NONO prefer to hide in glitter grass. He says you should get over there and ruffle it. See if you can make one come out of hiding.
I do like how they transition to make your little form look like a shrunken version of you, though. Your parents usually resemble your character, too, which is kind of cool. If anyone was wondering, when they say Mooma, they're talking about your character's mom. And I guess your dad is called Popsy or something. You can see why I feel like the narrator and some of the dialogue just kind of makes it feel more like a childish game, even though there's nothing childish about shooting things and slicing things and whatnot. So
You found one. You should be proud. They don't come out for everyone. The NONO's ki energy is just what the Pensai needs to complete its cycle and grow into a tree of life.
I'm watching the little potato thing just fall over in the background and make that weird noise.
Only time will tell. At least his intention is to dedicate his life to it. He has the feeling the fate of the world depends on it. You need to support the tree for a long time to come. The only way it'll grow tall is with the burst of ki released from the NONO as they become one with the tree. You'll need a net to catch the NONO, and he wants you to use his, but asks you to be gentle. The NONO are sensitive beings, an embodiment of ki, the primal energy.
So we get a nap. Well, Childus gets a nap. I have to wait for it to fall over. You can't capture it while it's standing up. You have to wait for it to trip, and then you can catch it.
He's impressed. He's grateful for all the help he can get. There's lots of NONO out there that need to be guided to the roots of the Pensai tree. Oh, it'll need a continuous flux of ki over the 12 months to come, so countless, he'd say. One day, he hopes the tree will have grown tall enough to sustain the world. But today, your focus is getting this one to become one with the tree.
Okay. After this quest, we actually get this net from the old man in the chair. I don't think the old man is the same as this guy. It would make sense considering they're both tall as shit and they both have the net, but it doesn't seem like it to me. Maybe it's just the age difference making my brain hurt, but
From this day on, he'll make nurturing the penside into a tree of life, a life goal. Not only for our village's sake, but for all of us, everyone. One day, the land won't be as peaceful. Not even your Muma will be able to protect us. You can already see the effects from how reckless those before us acted. And unless something changes, we're doomed. The land won't survive the side effects of the old world's industrial advances. He says you'd better hurry back to the village before your Muma comes looking for you. You did good here today.
That's the last dialogue option.
No, she's got lots on her mind and needs rest after the raid last night on the Lupin camp with her disciples. Wonders if they let the Predator family live or not.
Your Muma in this game is supposed to be like some great person that taught a bunch of people stuff.
It's part of a trail you can follow.
We learn a little bit more about her as the game goes on. What I've seen so far.
But now he's afraid it might be in vain. The tree started to die when the end of days begun, and it wasn't long after that that the World Eaters arrived.
We already received our karma from this dialogue, so I don't think it matters what you choose here.
The Toxinol Corporation inflicted on the land set the World Eaters' DNA into overdrive. His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route.
Okay, I like Gizmo.
Wiz is still repairing his Octopod to confront the Merpuff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Nocco has tamed the Majut and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff.
I don't think I've met Wiz and Noko yet.
Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf.
The best way I can describe Goop,
Up at the end of the route to the southeast.
anyone who's ever had a teacher in school that they felt like they just wanted to reach over and smack the teacher,
His friends are gearing up to
or
stop.
knock him out if it was a dude,
There's one at the
that's how I can describe
The
Goop.
road ahead won't be easy, but he's counting on
He's one of those teachers in the game that you just want to like, he's like a teacher-like character and you just want to freaking smack him.
He wants you to understand that you'll all die if the tree isn't saved. His friends have prepared something specific for each World Eater. The Mekton, the Octopod, the Majut, and the Goo Glide are almost ready to ride. Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the World Eaters.
See, we get the net. Like I said, I don't think this is the same guy that was in the flashback, but I don't know. I might be thinking too hard about it.
You're getting the hang of it. Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb.
Yes, this rope that's been here the whole time. You can't climb it until that part, when he says you can climb it. The game is beautiful as far as graphics go.
Know that the tree of life is dying. Its
The
days
PS4 has some minor rendering issues,
can't endure the
because I think this game is
environmental
a little bit
change
beyond it,
from the world.
but it still looks nice. It still does. I only had the game crash once. This is a digital copy, so I've only had the game crash one time so far. I think it was just because I worked my PS4 into the ground yesterday playing it and hadn't played my PS4 in a while. Cartographically challenged, otherwise known as we pee on a pole, and it gives us fast travel.
Let's see.
Basically, you pee radioactive goo on a pole, and it gives you a fast travel marker. That's about it. Okay, this thing is kind of cool, and from the looks of it, it's going to be a hell of a fight, but I don't want to kill it. Like, look at that thing. I kind of want it as a pet, not to kill it.
Must be the world eater.
That might just be me.
Off out of date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down. The world eaters have made their marks on our world over time. That's not the first or the last image it'll leave in its wake.
We got another karma choice here.
Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone made it out alive.
Okay, this is another one of those things in the game that doesn't make a lot of sense to me, so I'm gonna touch on it real quick. Not the loot. I'm gonna get the loot real quick, but it's just medicine and stuff. Basically, the thing that doesn't make sense is the interactions for saving the survivors and stuff.
He's heard the stories about the terror inflicted by the world eaters.
If you help them, you help them. They say thanks, they walk away, good karma, or light karma, light aura stuff. And if you say, no, I'm going to leave you to your fate, it doesn't just leave them to their fate. You flat out go and just uppercut them and just leave them knocked out on the ground. It's a little extra if you go the dark route. And to me that just seems like a little bit too much extra. Like, if you're just going to leave him to his fate to get eaten out in the wilds by monsters and stuff, do you really have to knock him out first? Like, I know it's extra evil to do that, but
he doesn't know what your
seems a bit much.
connection is to this place, but something tells him you've stayed true to your heart.
We're also going to earn our first couple of side points with this action.
And says it's by your actions you'll be judged.
But if you choose I'll leave you to your fate, you get dark karma, and you also get to watch your character knock him out. I'm going to do let me help because I'm doing the light karma. But
He's grateful for that. You still seem to have a spark of light in you.
That's a spark of light in you!
What's there to like about light? It hurts to look at.
Not as much as it hurts to look at you.
Always making this hurt.
And you're always trying to pretend it's not.
like I said, these two are kind of my favorite. Yeah, that gets a little laggy there with that animation, but basically we got side points. I'm not going to use them yet.
There's out of date again. He must have missed something important. Out of date says you will make a better stand against the world eaters with the support of a tribe, and there are two nearby. The Myriad tribe is likely to be a good match as they act on the understanding of the greater good and have a code of honor.
That line of dialogue changes based on your aura.
Regardless of who you choose, it won't be easy, as the conflict between the tribes is worse than ever, teetering on the brink of war.
Basically, the Myriad tribe is light aura.
Stop the world eaters
Jagni is
together
dark.
when
The thing I read said it always says Jagni, but that's not true.
siding
He will recommend a tribe based on your aura when you talk to him at this point.
world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world, and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way.
Yeah, I'm testing things out Dark Aura-wise on a different playthrough of things, and it seems weird.
He believes the tribe's
To say the
seals,
least.
Myriad especially, will listen to you and expects you to pay at least one of them a visit and play your part. He can sense you share Myriad's view on the world. The Myriad will embrace someone willing to fight against the tyranny of the Jagni. Out of Date will be waiting for you beneath the Tree of Life if you lose track of what you need to do.
If you have Dark Aura, that option changes to say why Jagni, and he'll give you an explanation that way too.
Situation with the World Eaters.
I don't like when it like auto puts you into stuff because it's kind of annoying. But basically, if we go to check our aura right now, we have 6 light aura. Anyways, the thing I wanted to point out, there's a 10 light aura needed for this. It's a really busted skill. I use it a lot. But as you can see, there's no 10 dark aura for the Psyfreak. It's just freeze, which is light aura, and then it skips to 20 light aura and 20 dark aura. If you don't choose Psyfreak, there will be a skill, like I said, it was like something to do with fireballs or something, that you can get for 4 Psy points and 10 dark aura. I'm still trying to figure out how you get 10 dark aura super fast in order to get it, because Psy points are like nothing, but dark aura is incredibly hard to get for some reason. I figured out the first 6 points of dark aura and light aura, but for some reason I'm having trouble finding more dark aura as the game progresses. You get natural abilities and stuff like that too in this game you can choose from for perk points and stuff.
Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be?
Okay. Like I said, I'm sticking with light aura for this playthrough. And with that, you're probably going to wonder why I'm going towards Jagni.
It's a bridge.
But
Just get over it.
I'm going towards the Jagni to 1, get experience, and 2, make things a little easier down the road. You can't even damage these guys until you hit one of them, and then it'll side you against one or the other. There we go. The Jagni are super high level. Or not Jagni, the light dudes are super high level. The Myriad people. We're level 2 right now, and they're level 5. You're probably wondering why I'm killing all of them. It's just extra experience. This doesn't affect your aura at all, or your choice in the end, so you can just kill these guys for experience. Sometimes they drop a little bit of extra loot, but I'm not seeing any this time. Okay. Right now I'm doing a little bit of extra stuff on the side that I learned about that you don't really have to do. So, if you don't feel like doing what I'm doing right now, don't worry, you don't have to.
That's the Jagni tribe's fault. Their friendship can be a blessing or a curse. It's up to you. You're either a part of their solution to the tribe war.
Just gets you a couple extra healing items. And like I said, the Jagni visit is just for a fast travel marker for like a couple hours from now.
Let's see.
As you can see over that way, there's another one of those towers that I just climbed. It's just a couple healing items, otherwise I would go get it right now too. Someone's in a mood today. Hi, Title. Okay. You can go that way, but I haven't really ventured beyond like beginning game area when I'm doing this part, because there's a lot of stuff the game wants you to do here. I'm gonna take care of this guy though.
Better beware, that's a monk up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially. Deformed and unfurled.
Well, that's always a thing, I guess. Oh, I actually got hit by that. Normally, I don't get hit by this guy ever, so I'm annoyed every time I do get hit by him, because he's really, really slow. He hits like a truck when he actually hits you, but he's super slow, so you shouldn't have any problems dodging him at all. Yeah, no, Caustic is far from overpowered. He needs the buff that they're gonna give him, but I don't even know what the buff is gonna be. Literally, I've watched one person squad wipe us while standing in Caustic's gas, like after the nerf happened. Like it's no longer scary, so he's not broken at all. I will admit his damage going up to 12 out on the ticks was a little broken, but honestly, in my opinion, if you were standing in it long enough to take that much damage, it's your own damn fault. Oh, shit, gotta reload. Yeah, Cypher's busted. I love it. Yeah. Somebody mentioned that they gave Valkyrie a nerf. I'm just sitting here like, what is wrong with Apex devs giving Valkyrie a nerf? She's the most balanced character they've ever released. Unless somebody found an abusive trick that needed nerfing. But I don't know.
That's the myriad tribe's force. Will they be friends or foe? You should head up there. That way you'll know.
Yeah, I don't know what the nerf was, so I can't really say much on it, but I think the only thing that wasn't really balanced about her was she could fly super high with her jetpack, which was annoying.
This area was beautiful.
Even just using her was kind of annoying,
Look at it now.
because she could fly super high. And sometimes you wouldn't be able to control that very well. But other than that, she was super balanced.